Yeah, it was kind of cool. I wouldn't expect it, but it happened. I made that work. Alrighty. Imagine, anyone time, like a fancy. Danny, he was the one that was texting me. He was walking to the store. I thought it was Misa. I'm like, oh shit, she lives in Jersey.
Boxing fans?
Kind of. It depends. Not. Maybe I shouldn't say that then. No. I'll watch it, but I'm not really like looking into it to see what's next with it. But that would be the only sport I do sit and kind of watch. It must be the Puerto Rican in me. I don't know.
You from the BX?
Huh?
You from the BX?
Yeah. Born and raised. Yeah.
BX.
You Jersey all the time?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
You go from 161st to
Oh, where?
Mike,
Ready? Put your mics closed. And we're back with your girl, The Essence, on Get In Line. We just finished a nice, dope interview over the phone with Misa Hilton, just giving us a little bit of an update and a little bit of a throwback. But now, I'm sorry it's taking some time, but I've been waiting some time. I've been working on this gentleman for a little bit, not too long. And I've been a fan of, well, you know, he's 1/3 of a group from the 90s. And I grew up with them. They were part of my hip-hop journey. And I spent a lot of time just putting them on vinyl and seeing my friend DJ over it and watching Rap City or The Basement or Video Music Box and seeing three gritty, I don't know, humble but hood, dark but not too dark. I don't know, it was just like a dope time in hip hop. It was like a turn. It was like the era of like Black Moon. And who else was out? It was Lords of Underground. Who else was out? Das Effects, right. I mean, I could keep naming, but it's been a while. I'm sorry, guys, it's been a while. He has been up to so much. And when I started following him and getting back into the groove of this group, I started to research each individual and seeing what they're doing. And one of them is still doing the music thing, which is, oh my God, I can't wait for the album to drop because it's dope. I've heard a few releases, unreleased songs, and it's taken a turn away from this group from the 90s into something new. But this particular individual has brought it to like a whole other like level because he's very involved with the community. We joke with him all the time that he needs to get into Congress and maybe become a politician. Not only because he looks good as one, but just everything he stands for would be it's just so needed in our community for the kids and just everybody that's involved with the music as well. He's also gotten into acting and film and producing. And he has a media group that he's in charge of. So we're going to get into all of that. And I just want to welcome him for the first time ever at Nightline. Another cherry popped on Get In Line. Mr. Do-It-All, Do Kelly. Good. If you guys remember and if you know, yes, he is from the Lords of the Underground.
Yeah, I still do music too, though.
You do. And I actually seen you doing with live band and all of that.
Yeah.
Very dope. Very dope.
I mean, music is in our blood. I believe we're never going to stop doing music. You know, Lords of the Underground. What up to the BX? What up to
I'm like a kid right now. I'm like 15 all over again, like looking at him. And I remember like this video, you're always like on top and you had the flat hair, right? And you were thin and you was just like, but it was just a different look.
Yeah,
like, I don't know, you stood out and the way you delivered your lyrics, I don't know how to explain. There's a word and I can't find it, but it was very Yes, it was very like animated, and then you had Mr. Funky complimenting you. It was just such a movement.
Shout out to my brothers, Mr. Funky, man.
Yes. Yes.
You know, we vowed that when we were a group, when we got together as a group, that we would never break up. We would be like Run DMC. So of course we had our ups and downs or whatever, but we've never broken up as a group. And
So it's like an industry marriage.
yeah, it's an industry marriage. You know, it's like a mafia marriage. Once you in, you can't get out.
But everybody has kept their vow.
Oh yeah, everybody has kept their vow.
So that's a big deal.
In France right now. He's in Amsterdam recording his solo album. I believe he's almost done. He let me hear a couple of joints.
It's dope, right?
Yeah, it's different too.
It is different.
And
That's like a Paris feel too.
Yeah.
Right? A little bit? Like an international feel?
It has an international feel because he's an international dude. So,
Yeah.
You know, hip hop has always been that culture that you express yourself through its art. You express how you're living the culture through its art form. You know, so if you're a graph artist or a painter, you paint of how you see hip hop. If you're a DJ, you blend sounds together that make up the music bed to the culture of hip hop. You know, if you're an MC, you narrate how you're living the culture, how you, your team, your people, how you all are living the culture of hip hop. You know, and if you're a b-boy, b-girl, then the fashion, the dance, you know, you dress the way we dress in hip hop. That's the way it's supposed to be. But well, I guess it is. You know, even with the tight jeans and the, you know what I mean. But you know, we had tight leaves on back in the days too. So
Yeah.
it's just a little different swag.
Yeah, it is a different swag. You guys came out when it was like very baggy. There was a lot of hoodies and vests involved. You know, there was a lot of like props like bats and stuff being used.
There was a lot of real things happening.
What was going? Can you bring us back to that moment just a little bit?
90s.
That's like what, 93, 94, right?
Well, it wasn't underground. We got signed to Marley Marlin, and you know, he was like Russell Simmons back in the 90s. We got signed to him in 91 at Shaw University. We met him through a brother named Derek L.A. Jackson, who runs the Blue Agency, who managed like Coolio. And,
Oh, wow.
he put Scott Storch on. He found the Roots. Also was an underground. You know, so back then it was baggy clothes, but before then, you know, the b-boy era. If you look at the late '70s, early '80s,
Yeah.
you know, it was tight jeans.
It was fitted.
It was but it was fat laces in your ears or your Pumas. You know, it was about being fresh. That was the b-boy. You know, he made it look fly, whatever it was. You know, it was the graffiti on the back of the jacket, on the back of the jean jackets. Like Lee from Beach Street said, so when I do my backspin, I'm like, you know.
They were very accessorized too in the 80s, like big rope chains, you know, hats with gold, a lot of gold.
Yeah, I mean, you know, when you come from nothing, you have to be innovative and it creates. When you have nothing, you can create a genius can make. You know, so many genius minds that come from nothing, and they can make nothing look like something.
I agree with that. I agree.
Make it look like something. So it's just unbelievable, and that's where we come from. And when you come from that, it just breeds a different type of character. And with Lords of the Underground back in the '90s, you know, we're '90s artists. So I'm from Newark, New Jersey, Brick City all day. Myself and Mr. Funky Man, DJ Lord Jazz is from Cleveland, Ohio, Cleveland Heights. Shout out to C-Town, Cleveland, you know, which is Cleveland, Newark, Oakland, you know, all of these cities remind me of each other because we have the same plights, we have the same ills and social injustices and all that type of stuff. And when you come out of those type of situations, like I said, it breeds certain characters. But as Lords of the Underground, what we wanted to do when we were out, there were enough of people talking about the drugs. There were enough people talking about just the gangster.
Everything was materialized as well.
It was enough of that. Yeah. So what we wanted to do is show people that there's other people who come from the ghetto too, but still, you know, is love. You know, and there are people in the hoods who grow up and they're not a part of that.
Right.
Or, you know, they help people across the street. They help an old lady across the street, or they do good things in their community. Right. So that's all Lords of the Underground wanted to do. We wanted to party, have fun, and show the other side, and just show, you know, how there was humor in it. And I think towards the middle, late 90s, Mobb Deep changed all of that. They didn't want to hear that no more. You know, there was a war going on.
Yeah, that's when Queensbridge came involved, and then everybody from Queens started getting on.
Yeah, so they didn't want to hear that. So, but,
wow.
You know, I'm grateful. I'm grateful that people still listen to those records and call them classics.
They are.
And, you know, we still do about 100 shows a year.
That's fabulous.
Off of records that we made in the 90s when we were just young men, just teenagers.
Do you have to go back and like look at the lyrics and everything and get that whole aura back, or does it just come to you?
Honestly, I don't even know the lyrics from my first time.
That's why I asked. Like, how do you remember? Really?
Yo, Here Come the Lords, you can call out records. I don't know the lyrics. But the songs that we perform in the shows, I know. I mean, it's just like, it's programmed in my DNA. I can sing in my sleep.
Right.
But songs that we rarely perform, oh yeah, I definitely got to study. I have to study songs that I write in the studio now.
I believe you.
I have to, because you know,
it's a lot.
When you're 18 and that's all you're doing day in and day out.
Mm-hmm.
You're traveling the world. You're doing interviews. You're all over the cities and. That's all you're doing, so it's all in your mind. Right. But now when you're a grown-ass man...
Right, that's what I'm saying. You have all these different areas that you kind of cater to, and then when you go back...
Very fast. I wrote a song the other day. I don't even know what the song was called. I have to listen to it and see it.
I love it.
But it's good, though.
I also love your... when we was at 950, you gave your definition of what is hip-hop, and I actually loved it. Can you just mention it?
Well,
what's your definition?
It's not a definition that I made up, but it's definitely a definition that I live by. And I heard KRS-One and my man Hakeem Green from Channel Live express this.
Oh my God, that's so awesome.
Yeah, shout out to Hakeem Green, Channel Live, and shout out to KRS-One.
They were two dudes with the dreads, right?
Yeah,
I remember them.
Anymore, but
I remember them.
He's still moving around like he got easy dread head. But you know, hip hop to me, and what I believe is definitive as the definition of hip hop. You know, when you break the root word down, you have hip. Mm-hmm. And hip is being in the now, being in the knowing. You know, it's cool. It's what's going on right now.
It's whack.
You know?
But I know what you mean.
It's hip. That's what's in now, being in the knowing. And then you have hop. Hop is a form of movement. So when you put it together, you know, you have the now movement. That's why hip hop always forever feels like it's young. You know, because it's the now movement and it's forever moving. So, you know, it's the pop culture too. So, and pop culture always defines what's going on in the world. Yeah. Not just music, but in the world. Yeah. We talk about how you dress, what we eat, you know, how we sleep, what we drinking,
every day.
What type of cars we drive, what kind of clothes you wearing, every and anything. So hip hop, you know, it's just the now movement. And it came out of a place of being the voice for the voiceless, you know, talking about things that were going on inside the culture. If you ever watched the Netflix original movie, The Get Down, you know, I like that movie. I like that original series because I feel like it depicts what was happening in the Bronx at that time. Right. I like it even more so than The Breaks. Yeah, I enjoyed it more too. Yeah. The Breaks I kind of fell off of. Yeah, it caught me and then... the first season, the second season lost me completely. But yeah, The Get Down was good. Yeah, The Get Down because I feel like it's a little more accurate to how I know it. Yeah. I'm not saying that everything is true, but I feel like it's a little closer to it is accurate. And then it's like the way it's filmed in that time still, so it kind of brings you back. Yeah. You know, nostalgically, it's nice to see. And I like creativity that has something to say too. That you have something to say? I like creativity that has something to say. Yeah, definitely. You know, I believe when you have a platform of any type of platform, you know, it's your responsibility to say something. Yeah. Because, you know, the people who listen to your show, the people who know you in person or follow you as a fan, the people who follow me, we don't ask them to, you know, when I was in the 90s, when I had the bandana, you know, thanks Joel for continuing that for me. You know what I mean? But when I had the bandana all slanted, wearing it like a hat and all of that, I wasn't asking people to follow me and do that. It was just what I did. Yeah. And because I was in front of millions of people on television, radio, people decided to do the same thing. Run DMC didn't ask me to take out my shoestrings out of my
He just followed it.
Something they did. So we followed them. My point is that when you're on a certain platform and you're rocking, you might not ask anybody to follow you, but they're gonna follow you regardless.
You're gonna cater to someone.
Yeah. So it's your if that is the case, then it's your responsibility as a leader, as an entertainer, as an athlete, as an unofficial leader.
Right.
Because once you stand on your soapbox or you're put on a platform in front of millions of people, then it's your duty, it's your responsibility, whether you ask for it or not, to give them some encouragement, to give them some inspiration, to do something. I'm not saying don't do your art or be pro black.
No, but you can enhance it.
But it's your responsibility to be responsible.
No, I totally agree with that.
Right.
Wow. I look at your posts and I love the captions.
Appreciate it.
I think they're all meaningful. I like the no cursing challenge that you've done, that we spoke in private about.
Right.
I feel like you need to keep doing that. For the ones who don't know what I'm referring to, on his Instagram, he basically challenges people to rap or make a song or freestyle with no cursing or no derogatory words. How's that coming along? Do you see that people are kind of catering to that, or do you see the youth still kind of like?
You know what? It's hard when you allow people to make millions of dollars off of something that you say is not right. And what I mean by that is,
I know exactly what you mean.
If I tell, we had years ago, we had a game conference in our city in Newark, New Jersey, and they brought in like a top leader of a blood gang from LA. I believe he was originally from Chicago. And you had New York and New Jersey Bloods in this church, and it's lots of them. It's thousands of them in this church. And so when a leader stands up and he approaches the guy who they believe to be the one who started a lot of this, and they hit him with handshakes and literature and things of how they run their situation.
Yeah.
And he says to them, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that handshake is. I don't know why you do it that way. That's the wrong way. And then after you keep telling somebody that's the wrong way because you didn't create it to be that way.
Right.
And then they stand up, and it's thousands of them standing up, and they say, well, we have 25,000 brothers on the East Coast who do it this way.
Oh.
So how can you tell me that it's wrong? So that's a good question. How can you tell somebody that's something wrong that they're so-called benefiting from it? When people make millions of dollars of so-called doing it the wrong way, how do you show them that it's the wrong way? How do you prove to them what is the right way?
That's like a cycle, and there's a lot of that going on.
Yeah, so, you got to be careful of what you're telling these brothers and sisters out here, what's the wrong way, because I just believe the way you learn something is the way that you're going to teach it.
Exactly.
And
I
it's
agree
the way
with
that
that.
you're going to apply it to your life. And if you can get the masses of people to believe in your ideology and your ideas, then is it still the wrong way? And that's what we're fighting against in hip-hop. So when I tell them don't curse, I'm just trying to tell them to try something different,
and it's just as powerful.
Yeah,
it's even more powerful.
Challenge too, but
let's
everybody
do
that
it.
smoke, don't smoke during your next song. You want to have people trying to kill yourself.
Some people can only become creative with the weed.
Yes.
That's how some people are in their comfort zone too.
I challenge every MC
Ooh,
that's
I want to
listening
see
right
that
now.
post go up and see all the hashtags and names.
Yo, sorry, I can't be in this challenge. But I do challenge every MC, every song maker, every creator out there to not use the N-word, to not curse in your next song when you go to the studio.
I mean, I agree, because no one likes to hear it, so why are we saying it? And then getting upset when people are using it for a slang word.
And let me put a disclaimer. Yes, I have the N-word in my music. I've cursed in my music. But one thing Laws of the Underground pride ourselves on doing is we try not to curse. We don't disrespect women. We don't call them bees. It was just a choice that we chose to do in Laws of the Underground music. And you can listen back. You might find a slip up here and there on freestyles.
Yeah, but nothing too rugged, nothing too vulgar.
Nah. And that was intentional.
Go ahead.
That was intentional. So.
Where the name came from?
Laws of the Underground name came from a freestyle by Tragedy Gaddafi.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, fight her! How does she not know Tragedy?
Who is that?
Intelligent hoodlum from Queensbridge. Queensbridge calling right now. You should be upset.
I should. I'm already looking down. I don't know.
Man,
Maybe I seen the face, but not the name. Doesn't
Tragedy
register.
Gaddafi, intelligent hoodlum. You know, he was the one on what is it? NY with Nori and them. With Nori,
Okay.
With Noriega and them.
Okay, I was a Nori fan.
Them crushed the buildings.
Yeah, yeah.
But Tragedy Gaddafi, man, he's a legend in the game in Queensbridge and in hip hop. And he said it in a freestyle on a Juice, I believe it was a Juice Crew tour with Marley Marl back in the day when Marley just picked us up. 'Cause we had another name. Boys Underground had another name. I don't even know if I want to say it.
Come on, say it.
But we were called NJ Funk.
NJ Funk.
Yeah.
Where the NJ? Oh, New Jersey.
Yeah.
New Jersey
Thank
Funk.
God we didn't use that name.
No, I mean, even when the Lords of the Underground came, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But you got accustomed to it. It made sense after a while. Yeah, like the look fit.
Yeah.
It was very undergroundish.
Yeah, Trash said one time, yo, something, I'm a lord of the underground. And Marley Marl,
that's dope. It sounds
was
dope.
Like, yo, what y'all think? I was like, what? He was like, yo, that should be your name. Word. Kill him.
And the nicknames just came from upbringing, or you guys picked each other's name?
No, actually, Funky Man, he's been Funky Man for a long time. He was a big fan of Lord Finesse.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And
Lord Finesses.
And Lord Finesse had an album called Funky Man. I believe they had a problem with the name back in the
Really?
day. And all that, but Finesse is our guy.
There was a lot of competition back then too, right?
It was cool. It was cool to have competition. Even Das Effects, we was, the media made, kind of put us against each other, pitted us against each other.
But for some reason, I was into Das Effects, a couple of songs, but for some reason you guys captured a different audience too. There was similarity, but not really.
Yeah, I agree with you. But the media always tried to pit us against each other. I think too, we chose to do our videos on our college campus. We were still in school while we were putting out music. Thanks to Shaw University on my Alpha Phi Alpha.
Wow.
Brothers.
Yes, he's very into his fraternities.
Oh, sick.
I love it.
And actually, Shaw University probably owes us a check.
Oh, really?
You know how many people come to me and say they went to college because of Lords in the Underground?
Really? You should go back and teach over there. Have you done that already?
Well, I did it last year.
You
This
did.
Thursday. I can't make it tomorrow, but this is the third year that we bring in our fraternity Alpha Phi Alpha. We do a men's summit, and this year we're adding the women aspect to it. So we talk to the youth and the young men, and now we have the women coming in too, because that's balance. So
It is balanced, but I also feel like the men do need to be empowered a lot. And if we can start doing that more, I think we can kind of change the way this world is looking a little bit.
I agree. But,
Everybody's always focused on female, but the men too.
No, we definitely have to empower the men, and we have to, give them some encouragement.
Yeah, there's a lot of men that don't know how to be men because they didn't have a father figure or whatever the case may be. That's very devastating when you grow up,
I always tell people that, only a man can teach a young male child how to be a man.
Exactly.
And only a woman can teach a young female how to be a woman. And because I can't show a young girl how to be a woman, just like you can't show a young male child how to be a man. What you can do is you can show me what a woman is, and I can show you what a man is. And that's all that we can do. Yeah,
I always felt like coming from both parents, still together to this day, and speaking to ones that only had one parent in the house, I've heard I never needed a father, but I always felt like you need both parents in the home.
You do.
Especially raising a child, definitely.
I believe that.
All right, so let's move on to 211 Media Group. What's going on with that?
MG.
Yes, talk to me.
211 Media Group was started by myself and my partner Eon Haynes in Newark, New Jersey, maybe 7 years ago now.
And I love that you're still home.
Yeah, and honestly, I'm not saying I stayed home. I moved to Paris for a year.
I heard.
DJ Lord Jazz, and that was definitely an experience. I really liked it, actually.
You want to go back and stay?
Nah, not now. Not now.
It's not a thing.
Nah, it was something that I needed to do, and I got it done. You know, I moved to LA for a year. I lived out there.
Oh, I gotta talk to you because I want to go out to LA for my birthday, and I don't know where the hell to go.
LA is dope. I lived around the Wilshire area, right around the corner from the Wilshire Theater. And but when I came home, I've been home for almost about 15 years now, maybe.
Really?
But when I came back home, I had a conversation with a great man by the name of Amiri Baraka Sr., who's actually our mayor in our city, Ras Baraka's father.
Oh.
And the conversation that he had with me, he saw me on the block doing something. I think we were shooting a video, and it just stopped because there was a lot of people out there. We had both gangs out there, and you know, the Bloods and the Crips, and he wanted to know what was going on, if it was happening in his city.
Right.
And he, long story short, he asked me to pick my bucket where I lay. And I didn't know what he was talking about. I said, pick my bucket where I lay? What do you mean? What do you mean, OG? You know,
that's how he's speaking.
You know, and real conscious brother, real freedom fighter, real about it, you know. So he said, you know, I know you do the interviews, you wear the NJs on your hat and your shirts, and all of that's cool, but your presence is needed more. You know,
to be more active in the community.
Yeah, you know, because he just basically said, you know, just look at your powers as superpowers. Look at your talents as superpowers.
I agree.
If you go away and acquire all this knowledge, acquire all this talent, and you take it away from the place where you believe that started it, that you received it from, you take it away from that. How can it continue to grow there if you're not there?
Right.
If you don't replant it there. If you're planting and watering it from a distance,
that's not going
to work. You know,
the water's not reaching.
It's not reaching.
No, not at all.
At all. You know, you might give somebody some encouragement, but being there physically where they can touch you and they can actually get that knowledge and see that you're living by your words. Because, you know, I try not to do anything or to ask anybody not to do anything that I'm physically not doing myself.
Okay, that's fair enough.
That's why I'm in the city. Nobody can say that I'm not in my city and I'm not on the ground.
Oh, you definitely rep and you show that you're there, partaking in events.
I'm not just talking about it.
No, you're not. You're not.
And wherever you're from, not just New Jersey, if you have that superpower of whatever it is, you should be present. You know, you should be present in your city, in your community, because now we can create more of you. You know what I mean? Like, if he gave me an example, like if you're a brain surgeon and you go off and you become the best brain surgeon ever in the country, and you go to, let's say, Cedars-Sinai Hospital in California, but you're from North New Jersey.
Right.
If you go to Cedars-Sinai, you just changed the economic development within that city. You make anybody who needs your expertise, now they have to come to California, Cedars-Sinai Hospital to get your knowledge, to get your help, you know what I mean, to get that expertise. Right. What if you would have came to North New Jersey and went to one of the hospitals there? Now you just changed the place that you're from, economic development.
A lot of people have problems with that, right? And kind of going back to do that.
You know why I believe we have problems with that? Because as young, with all of the ills and the social injustices that we have in our communities, the first thing that we want to do when we're in poverty is that we want to make it out.
Right.
We want to make it out.
Yeah, we do.
You know? So instead of making it out, let's fix up what's there so people don't want to leave.
Yeah, it also takes a team.
Yeah, it takes a team.
It takes a village.
Yeah, it takes people to really do what they're saying to do. You know, there's so much red tape and there's so much politics, you know, that it gets lost a lot of times. And then you have politicians who just are sitting there, you know, and I think we should hold everybody to the fire in all our communities. Ask these, you know, it should be a report card. Yeah,
because we like to point fingers, but we're included in that as well.
Yeah, we're included in that too.
It all starts at home too, as well.
And I'm guilty of this in the past, but if you open up a bag of something, potato chips, me and my dude were talking about this a little while ago. My man, Mr. All-Star, you know, if you open up something and you throw it on the ground, you're a part of that. If you're complaining about what's going on in your city and you're not doing anything, then you're a part of that.
You're a part of it. You're just complaining, not saying nothing.
You know, you can't complain and not be the change that you want to see. You have to become the change that you want to see. And that's why I'm back in Northern New Jersey. That's why I'm not going anywhere.
So are we going into Congress or politics or something?
I'm trying to get the cops to stop giving me tickets on my block. Nah, you know what? Like,
not like big Congress, but like just like putting that in your journey. I just see like politicianing you too at certain points.
you know what? Somebody
Or
said this to
activists,
me.
maybe. I don't know.
I mean, you know, I'm just starting to feel comfortable accepting the word activist because I felt like I do this because I love my city. And this might say, oh, well, you activate people, so you're an activist.
Right, right.
You know, and then other people say that because of the things that you do in the city, it's going to come to a point where you might need to do those things. And I don't believe I'm a politician. I'm a person that loves my city, you know, and I love the people in it, and I know that we can do better.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like I always said I didn't want to do it, but I don't know, maybe I should start considering something like that.
Well, did you ever see yourself doing what you're doing now? Did you ever say, I'm going to be that dude to like try to save my community?
Nah, I just want to be part of the whole. Like, I don't even believe that I can change. I don't believe the things that I'm doing is going to change the world.
Right.
Like
That's over time, and it has to keep being consistent.
But if you look at the interview Pac did, Pac was one of my good friends. Pac said that I guarantee you that I might not change the world, but I will be the spark. I will set the fire.
And he sure did when he was here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of somebody that might change the world. And maybe I might not change New Jersey in no way, probably. But I guarantee you that I will influence and I will inspire and I will be the spark that will light a fire on somebody that probably will.
Yeah, they usually say one person, but if you can get like 5, then at least you did your job for 5 people to continue, you know, the mission.
Definitely.
Real quick, I know you said that he was a good friend of yours. Any words about him that you would like to share that we didn't know, really?
It would be a different place if Pac was still alive.
What do you think? I talked about that on my show not so long ago. What do you think he would be doing right now? And I think he would be very upset right now too, but happy about it. But happy to be that one to spark, like you said, because he's very,
you know, I give credit to the reason why I'm doing the things that I do, partially to Amiri Baraki in my city, but I also have to give a little bit of that credit to Tupac Shakur. And the reason why I'm giving Pac that credit is because he said this. He said that if you're an athlete, if you're an entertainer, if you have a platform and you can make noise, then let's go back to our neighborhoods. Let's put youth programs together. Let's put our little bit of hip-hop money that we have together, our celebrity money, entertainment
I agree.
money, and then let's galvanize. You know, let's put it together and make things happen. It doesn't make you uncool.
No, it doesn't.
You know?
Yeah.
It doesn't. You know, and that's why everything that I do when I have on a suit and I'm in these meetings and within my city, I'm hip hop. You know, when I tell them hip hop is grown up, you don't have to be
grown and sexy, baby.
Anymore.
No, you don't.
You know what I mean? Because I am hip hop. There's negativity in everything. We have negative politicians. We have negative pastors in church. We have pastors who touch little boys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So don't be scared of me because I got a suit and I'm from a background of hip hop. I am hip hop. And I love my city. Now what?
Love it.
You know what I mean? So
And they don't say nothing to that, right?
No, because nobody controls me. I do what I believe is right. I agree with you if I believe it's right. I disagree with you if I believe it's wrong. There's no politics that I have to, you know,
like side
I
with
can't
or
say that
right.
because,
Right.
you know, I'm running for assembly next week. You know what I mean? I don't have to do that. So they have to listen. And then I have people with me. You know, I have the ear of the streets.
You was never intimidated when you first came into that type of scene? Being that you wasn't always around, like if I was to walk into like a politician where I'd be completely lost, a little intimidated, not knowing how to really speak. You know, it's a different world, different dynamics. Were you ever intimidated?
You know what? It's a different agenda.
Yeah.
Similar dynamics when it comes to the entertainment business.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's very similar to
Would
the
not have thought of
entertainment business. You have backstabbers, you have teams, you have cliques, you have people positioning themselves to be in another position. Like in entertainment business, you have people vying for positions in Billboard magazines, #1 slots, #1 TV programs, number one. In entertainment business, that's it, to be #1.
Yeah.
In the politic world, is to be that #1 person within your city in whatever politics it is or what have you, you know. And we have some good people too. in politics.
I'm sure there is.
But you know,
it's just not overruling.
Yeah, we have bad people too. I think it's good and bad with what everybody does. I just believe that, you know, when you're building a community, you have to start with the residents. You have to start with the people. You have to get them on board. You have to be an ear and listen to what they're talking about. Because we have some geniuses who just don't have the opportunity to display or relay the message of their genius. So if you listen to them, you can hear a little clearer, you can understand a little clearer. And then we start from there, and then we start buying back our communities. I'm doing a program right now that I presented to the city of Newark, and we're doing an Adopt a Block. Where we get the block, like the campaign, Buy Back Your Block.
Oh, I like that. You know, and, what's the idea of that?
The idea is where even if we buy one property in a neighborhood, well, the idea is to buy multiple properties.
Okay.
But if we buy one property in the neighborhood, then and the city gives us a great price on it, then what we would do is we'll put a $10,000 fund on that block. So because you gave us a discount on the property, we're going to put $10,000 cash fund on that block. We're going to handle landscaping from corner to corner on that block, even if it's just one property. We're going to go home to home, introduce ourselves to the residents and the neighbors on that block. We're going to point out and find out who are the seniors on this block. Or do they have bathrooms that they can go in and out of without any problem? Do they have steps that need to be fixed? We're going to landscape from backyard to front yard. So that takes money off the tax. That saves tax money in the city where the city does not have to spend, because if we own the block, then we're going to police and own our block. We're going to take care of it.
Yeah, it's more personal.
It's more personal.
Yeah.
And then now I dare you to throw a wrapper down in front of somebody who lives on that block.
Right.
Because they're going to say, yo, what you doing? Pick that up. You know?
Yeah, this is my block.
This is my block.
Yeah, it becomes personal.
Right. You know? And
I like that idea.
Yeah, you know.
See, this is why the community doesn't do things like this. I guess it takes for one of us to try to start that. This is crazy.
I think, you know, people are scared of politics, and, you know, for some reason, but I think that
it could be intimidating.
It could be intimidating, but we do need the people who think and believe the same way as the residents. We do need some of those people in there. And I think that Ras Baraka is a great mayor so far. You know,
nice.
You gotta understand that he's a dude who was fighting the system, and now he becomes the system. That has to be a big change.
It is.
A lot to bear. It has to be a lot of weight on your shoulders.
Huge adjustment.
You know,
life changer.
I might not agree, you know, with his total administration, but I think I agree with him. You know,
well, that's good.
And
for the most part.
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, you know, I think, you know, he's a rookie mayor. You know, so I think that's a lot of things that he didn't expect.
Well, look at who our president is. That I don't even call him rookie, but
yeah,
I'm sure he's way better than that.
But no, I really like the direction that my city is going in. I really like a lot of people who are taking some of these elected official seats. I think we can do better. I think we will do better.
And time and consistency, that's really it. And promoting it, just speaking out and trying to just put it out there and get more people involved.
Yeah, I think we do really need a report card on some of these elected officials and hold them accountable. Just like we hold these big businesses and these corporations, even these small businesses in our community. We got to hold them accountable. If they're making money off of us, look, my guy right here owns barbershops. And he is out in the community with the people and spending money on the people. We do a Let's Eat program. We feed 500 families.
Oh, wow.
That's not people, 500 families. So they might have 2, 3 children. So that's probably over 1,000 people that we feed. You know, we give coats and scarves and hats and to over 500 people. Him and I. We don't have a big corporation giving us money.
Right,
you know,
budget,
so we're doing this just
because.
And you know, don't get me wrong. We have some people that have hit me up in the DM like, yo, I got $100 or I got $200, and that's well appreciated. You know, we go out and do
anything
things
helps.
Like this, but we galvanize the elected officials and people to get lift buses for our special needs schools and needs children, because they deserve the same opportunity as the other youth.
Agreed.
You know, You know, so we do
Wow.
what we
What
can.
power right now. That's
We
like
do what we
so
can.
powerful.
Yeah. And
Yes.
I believe, you'll hear some people say, "Oh, they just trying to do what 211 is doing, or do what Do is doing." Or good.
Yeah, that's what we're doing it for. We're trying to start a trend that's gonna be like, not a trend, but you know what I mean. Just start a movement.
I had hustlers last Thanksgiving and Christmas say, "Yo, dude, how you get those book bags and with the notebooks inside of them and all?"
Come get down with me and I'll show you how.
You know what? I just show them how. They
Yeah.
don't have to get down with me, because if I can inspire them to be better, to be greater, then I feel like I've done my job. Because if
Yeah.
I'm doing it for 500 families or 1,000 children, guess what? They're doing it for the other children that I'm not doing it for, but it's a remnant of that.
It's
You
so
know what I
true.
mean? So
It's a
therefore,
cycle, yeah.
I really,
You're still winning.
Yeah.
You're still winning.
It's about the children. It ain't about do it all. It ain't about do. It's not about 211. It's about the people in the community.
What's going on with the music?
The music.
Ow!
Man, I'm so addicted
Still
to
doing music.
I'm so
Still doing
addicted,
it.
man.
And I love it. You need to do like more like live behind the band. That was dope.
Oh,
that one
yeah,
time you
yeah.
did it.
Shout out to the Flip Side, man.
It was nice.
They rock with me a lot. Yeah.
Is that the sound we're going for? Like live band type of thing?
I think it's just what happens at times. I'm not saying it's a sound that we're going for. When I share something with you, like when Lords of the Underground popularity started to die down, I didn't know what to do. I was down to just to be honest, I was down to like my last 15 grand.
Wow, that's
So
such
I
a
didn't know.
that's an adjustment though
Yeah, when you
too.
go from making $80,000 a night to just having 15,000 in your bank account.
And what was going on in that moment? What was going like?
In that
Who
moment-
were we listening to at that moment? Who was popping? Was it Bad Boy at this time?
It was Wu-Tang. It was Mob. It was Bad
Okay.
Boy. It was a switch.
Yeah,
You know, it was something that
that was Busta and all of that too,
yeah,
right?
It was Bust. You know,
The
shout
music
out to
changed
all
a
of them.
bit.
Yeah, it changed a little bit, so I didn't really know what to do.
A lot of sampling,
yeah,
a lot of party music
it
too.
was a lot of party music
Yeah.
and gangster music.
Yup,
You know what I mean? So
yup.
you know, it was a switch, and Lords of the Underground kind of got caught in the gap. You know, and what I did is I got defensive. I just hit the studio and I started to try to make things that competed with new artists. You know, I tried to compete with the artists that's coming out. And then I realized, damn, I'm hustling backwards. Because why would I try to compete with somebody that's trying to do what I already done?
And did it better.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
trying to go platinum. I think
Yeah.
that already.
Yeah.
They're trying to.
You got the award, right, for Best
yeah.
Group of the Year?
Best group of the year, BET 93.
Yeah.
They're trying to get awards. They're trying to travel the world. I had already done that. So when I really realized.
Hold on, that's a big deal. That
Well, see,
award.
it's a big deal. We got 1993 BET Group of the Year. Lord Jazz got it on his calendar. They only gave
Look
us
at-
one. They didn't
One
even give-
award?
They didn't even give everybody.
So they don't give per member, right?
I think they do now. And it's on TV. But when we got it.
Oh man, so who has the lucky?
Lord Jazz.
Why does he have it?
He was just the person who showed up at our attorney's office.
Oh.
And got it. I think he was with our manager.
Oh, I thought you would have had it. You know, you was like the front man,
I
so
probably would have snatched it.
you should.
But I know for sure. I tell Lord Jazz this to this day too. I know you showed up before I did. You know,
I said, give me that before he
I'm
comes
gonna
over
get a
here.
duplicate made though, so I can put it into.
You should. You should definitely have that. You owe that to yourself
Yeah.
to look at that every single day when you get up.
Yeah, and you're right. I definitely. I said that too.
Yeah, you should. Why not?
We can make that happen. We
Yeah.
can get a duplicate made. But so I tried to compete against all of those people. And I had a long talk with Redman one time, and he was telling me, "Yo, why are you doing this? You have 4 million fans that rock with Lords in the Underground. Why don't you cater to them?" And I said, wow. Redman gave me that. I didn't even really want to hear it at the time. I think he was doing How High, the TV show with Meth.
Oh
that
yeah,
brotherly
he was coming in
elbow
a
to the
little
ribs.
commercial too at that moment, right? Yeah.
Oh, and I seen him on the Turnpike, New Jersey Turnpike one day. And Redman's not a flashy dude, but this day he must have
Sure not.
every piece of jewelry on. He had that new 650 convertible.
He's feeling himself, huh?
Oh, he came through looking like $1 million. And I
Damn.
got defensive, like, Yeah, why you be picking up your phone? Supposed to be the homie. And
a little bitter came in.
Yeah, I was bitter.
Yeah, because it's like, it does get scary. Mm-hmm. Like, what do we do now? Which way to move? Like, it's scary. Do we want to get new fans and cater to other audiences, or do we want to just cater to our old fans?
I like how he did it though. He gave me tough love. Like, come on, bro.
Give you a check.
We from the same area, so you were the one a lot of people looked up to. You were the one telling us to do this with our bread, and we was hustling weed money, and to do this and do that. Yeah. And now you complaining and you not doing it. And just long story short, when he said all that, man, I just regrouped, and I was like, yo, I have 4 million fans that rock with Lords in the Underground still. I am a third of that. Mm-hmm. So just by mathematical numbers, if I am a third of that, that means that I have about 1,333,033 people that possibly might rock with Do It All alone. Yeah. So I said to myself, percentage-wise, if I can get 10% of that, wow, then I can make at least $133,000 within a year if I can get all those fans to spending $1 on me. This was my technique and my method. Ever since I used that method, I've never turned back.
Really?
Never.
Nice.
You know, and it gives me an opportunity to really love the craft, really dive into the craft. Mm-hmm. I hear, you know, a lot of people that rock with me and support the things that I do. They say that I sound better, and I feel. It feels reassuring and better when I do hip hop now. Yeah, you know? And that's there's a difference. It's a difference because I'm not doing it for money anymore. I'm not doing it to make a joint on the radio. I mean, all of that would be great. You know? Yeah, but you kind of been there and done that. Yeah. Sometimes it's just for the craft now. It's not just so much to be like in the eye. You know what? Honestly, you know, doing movies. Yes, I was bringing that up. Yeah. And repping for my city while being in the city. You're the most influential person from music into the community, from what I've read. Wow. So, yeah, and it's very true though. No, it's very true. I don't really see and follow anybody that's as active as you are. So I give that to you and thank you for doing that. I wish we had somebody in the Bronx doing that for us. Yeah, if we can, like Pac said, man, if we can just get a bunch of these hip-hop stars who have a little more celebrity than I do to do that within their cities, and man, do you understand what we would start? Why do you, real quickly, why do you think that is the issue? Because, you know, people with the names know that they can kind of feed whatever information to their listeners and they'll follow as a trend or whatever the case may be. Why are they not using that to their advantage? Like, why is not Drake doing craziness for the community? I don't really know the answer. Is it timing? Is it just caught up in the fame? Just like as an artist. I mean, I can't really answer for any individual artist specifically, but I do know when you give a young person, an 18-year-old young person, $1 million, it doesn't come with instructions. No. You know, when you give a person all of that power and that fame, you know, their family members they never came from money. So they don't, for the most part, they don't have anybody telling them how to manage their careers and their money. And a lot of these managers and all of that, they're just really trying to get them more money. Yeah, but definitely. But trying to help them manage their money and manage their lives and manage their community. Anything. And, you know, and help them to be wealthy and rich, you know, and the wealth is way more important because wealth, the value of the wealth is greater than just a dollar sign. Mm-hmm. You know, he can be more wealthy than you with $100,000, and you have $1 million, but you're an idiot. You're not doing nothing with it, and you don't know what to do. Yeah. So really, he can make his $100,000 outweigh your $1 million, and you'll be broke in probably 2 years or something with him. Probably faster than now with $1 million. But you know, I just believe that a lot of people are not doing it because the power, you know, fame has a power, and it takes a certain individual to be involved. It has a certain power that is bigger than any drug you've ever been under the influence of. Mm-hmm. It's the biggest influence, man. Fame. you can do and
It's a devil in disguise for a lot of people.
Yeah, you gotta be.
I'm sure you know all about that.
Yeah, man. I told you if it was social media when Lords was out, man, people be looking at me.
Give me one crazy thing that happened to you with the Lords on the Ground. Anything you remember?
I was in Texas one time, right? I mean, it's just one thing. There's so many different things, but I was in Texas one time. We was coming back from a show. I might have had about $7,000 in my pocket, just
acting crazy.
19, I think. We come into the hotel. When you come to the hotel early, I think we were in one of my favorite cities. I think it might have been Dallas or Houston. But we come into the hotel, and the rooms are not ready yet because it's so early. But we have to do a morning show in that city. So we leave our bags there. And at that time, somebody stole something out of my bag before. So I was like, I'm not leaving my bags at the desk anymore. Plus,
right.
I'm already.
Yeah.
I'm not leaving my bags at the desk. I want to put my bags in the room. They're like, all right, Mr. Kelly, but the room is not ready, but you can take the bags up. So I go up. It's like the summertime. And usually, it's the old BA high in the room. Excuse me, old lady.
Oh my God, how you know about that? I was like, what? Vieja. Yes.
But it's usually an older lady cleaning up the room. But this time, man, it was live. She must have been doing like an intern or from.
You thought it was a joke? You thought it was just special day?
She was fire. So I was putting my bag in the room, and she was a fan too, because we were all over the TV at that time, all over the radio, and she was just like, "Yo, I'm a big fan," and she was just nervous, and it's like, "Can I get your autograph?" I couldn't find the pen. I'm in a rush. I'm like, "Well, let me just leave you the autograph for you at the desk." And
nice.
Long story short, this is like 7, 8 in the morning or something. We come back about 2:30 in the morning from doing. That's how it goes.
Right.
You do the morning show, you do all of the radio shows, then you do the clubs.
It's like a promo tour type of thing, right? Yeah.
So I get back, I got a pocket full of cash. It's like a suite, and I see the light come, a TV light coming from out of the bedroom area. And I go in there, and it's her laying on my bed, butt naked.
And happy birthday to you!
Like,
where's your girls at? Why only one?
No, all the stuff in my mind, because we in Texas, all the stuff in my mind is, remember?
That's some freaky shit, though. Yeah, that would have got me a little like.
And remember, I'm like 19, so all I remember is, all the thought in my mind was Scarface when the girl jumped out of the closet with the pump shot.
Yeah, yes.
All I was thinking, yo,
something's going on, right?
Rob me. I was like, yo, she about to rob me. So I was like, hold up, wait right there. I went to the house phone in the hallway, and it was like, yo, security, it's a girl on my bed, butt naked. Yo, my crew was like, ah!
Oh my goodness! And she worked there too, right? So you got her fired?
I didn't want her fired, but I'm really thinking.
Damn, I'm a fan of yours trying to give you a treat, and you got me fired?
Yo, I really was not thinking that they were going to come in there like SWAT.
Hell yeah! You a celebrity calling up.
Yo, they came up there like SWAT.
Really? She was naked still when they came up?
They gave her the robe and all that.
They gave her the robe? Embarrassing.
Yo, she came up there, when she walked out of there, she looked at me like, all I was doing was trying to give you something.
Aww.
Like,
you see, damn groupies? No, but that's dangerous. That's kind of a little weird.
My bread, man, you're right.
That's a good story. I didn't think it was a hotel story. That's a good one.
And at that time, you had Big Daddy Kane. He was running around saying he had AIDS or something. And then I think around that time, Mike Tyson had
the
locked up.
90s was big for AIDS, and there was a lot of raping going on at that time. So you don't want to be caught up in that.
And all she had to do, all she had to do was say, help.
Yeah.
I'm being raped.
Yeah. Or consent with you and then go down and act victim.
I would have been right on the
I'm so glad you didn't act thirsty or the typical. You were being a smart man.
Fun anyway. You didn't have to act.
Yeah.
It was all day every night.
Oh, wow. Right really? Yeah. Is that crazy, right?
It's that crazy. You gotta be a special individual. You gotta be a special individual not to get caught up.
I'm telling you, there's not many out here. Real briefly, someone knew that you were on the show and wanted you to briefly talk about the Rocksteady crew in 2016. Apparently, something happened over there that was very phenomenal. And they remembered that about you.
For the Rocksteady, man, we performed
Crazy Legs, right? Why are you not doing it this year?
This year is happening right now.
Yeah, in May. Yeah, this weekend, the 19th through the 21st. Oh, that's right.
Man, I wanted to be there, man.
What time we got back?
I'm supposed to be there.
All right,
So
like
I'm
5 more
supposed to
minutes.
be there, man. Shout out to Crazy Legs, man. But it's a beautiful thing that they're doing out there, man. In Isabel,
Yeah.
in Puerto Rico.
It's just performances, networking.
But it's really more of just performances. It's about keeping the culture together, you know, and saving the city out there too, because he owns a house out there, and
We need it.
yeah,
We need this entertainment as well. I think we need to put some smiles on Puerto Rico and some entertainment because it's been really tough out there.
yeah, and it's not like the tourist spot, so it's not Old San Juan.
Oh, that's good.
It's
So he
not
took
bad.
it like in the campo somewhere.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
It's beautiful. It's on the beach. Oh man, he just gave you this big suite. I had like 2 rooms last. Oh my God. Why am I not out? Mercedes!
That's what I'm saying. Why are you not out there this weekend?
This weekend, man.
There were some good artists on the roster too.
Oh yeah, nice and smooth.
Yeah, smooth beat, yeah.
You know, I just gave a speech last year, man, telling people how important it was to the culture. So that might be what they're talking about. You know, sometimes that hip hop spirit get in me. I just can't, you know.
No, I got you.
I gotta speak on it for real.
I got you. What's coming up for you for the rest of the year?
My movie.
Talk about it.
Yo, this man.
There's so much going on. That name is so appropriate for you. I just hope you know, Mr. Do It
That's
All.
my man Kenya Reed.
That's the best song. Name they could have gave you.
Yeah, he gave me that when I went to Newark Tech High School in Newark, New Jersey. You know, and he gave me that name because I was on the baseball team, the basketball.
Look at you.
team.
What's your sign?
The Capricorn.
You're a Capricorn, January, huh?
Same day as Muhammad Ali.
Nice.
Same day as LL Cool J.
Oh, the
Same
greats,
day
the
as
goats.
Slick Rick.
Wow, really?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, okay. That is just in the gene then.
Martin Luther King.
Very nice.
Martin Luther King.
I like that.
But yeah, man.
Oh yeah, definitely a Capricorn.
Capricorns, man. But we got a lot of good things happening going on. Like I said, we got the Adopt a Block in
I love that idea.
In Newark, New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
We in entertainment. I'm forever doing music. You can go on YouTube, check out my underground video. Just put Do It All dash underground. Or my internationally known video, Do It All.
Danny, look at your phone.
Internationally known. Laws of the Underground 25th anniversary is next March.
It's been that long.
For Here Come the Lords, let me be clear, 25 years
That's
for
a
Here
long
Come the Lords
time.
album. And, I'm trying to galvanize the team that we got to do a big record, or we might bring a maxi single back. Just
Let's do it,
You know,
please.
shout out to my brothers, Funk and Lord Jazz. But
I love you guys.
My big project that I'm working on right now, and it's taking me a minute because I wanted to be right. It's a movie called Fighting to Be Dad. And I did a lot of independent movies within the city of Newark, and now my man Shakim compared Alma Flavian and Queen Latifah, they giving me the opportunity to distribute, you know, same deal as Cameron. You know what I mean? So I wanted to be right because I'm directing, I'm producing, and
Doing it all again. Really? You must be so excited.
Yeah, I'm excited, but I'm also
Nervous?
I wanted to be right too. Ice Cube said that's very difficult to do.
Yeah.
So it's like a challenge. I really want to pull it off. And it's not your typical movie. It's really a drama. It's actor driven. It's not just shoot 'em up, bang bang, drugs, gang movie. It's Fighting to Be Dad. It's a custody battle movie. You know, and one hasn't been done like this since Kramer versus Kramer.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and that won an Academy Award.
What year was that?
That was like 84.
Wow. How long have you been working on this project?
Man, about a year or two now.
Oh,
About a
okay.
year or
Still
two.
young.
Yeah,
Still got some time, I think,
we're gonna
to
be
play
right.
with it.
We're gonna be right. You know, I'm excited about it. Fighting to Be Dad. And
I like the title and it sounds inspirational, like it needs to be brought out. Are we doing this like on a Netflix or a movie or
I'm not doing it
independent?
on Netflix. You know, Netflix is, you know, it's the new movie theater. It's the new television station.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
We can't be scared of technology.
No, you kind of got to move with it, right?
You know.
Yeah.
You know, we can make just as much money as a movie theater, as you know, theatrical release.
Right.
You know, and I'm with that. I'm with a theatrical release, but they would have to really give me some seriously marketing and promotion budget. I probably would have to sit down with my man who did Get Out and get it right.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I'm not playing with him when I come with this. However I come with it, if I have to go independent, then I'm gonna put it out like it's an album. And what I mean by that is that we're gonna rent the AMCs in every city. We're gonna do 2 or 3 shows. We're gonna go to the radio shows in those cities. We're gonna have merchandise.
You're gonna force it in people's faces.
We're gonna have after parties.
Yes.
So now, you know, we're gonna bring those 90s artists to perform. So now we're in every city. So now it creates a movement. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
because you have to still get people's attention other ways to bring them in for certain other projects. I got you. I see you going more into acting too.
Yeah.
You have a serious demeanor that you can probably play a nice serious role. So I look forward to that.
Yeah,
Definitely. You got a lot going on. I'm very proud of you. I mean, my proudness doesn't do nothing for you, but just growing up and seeing you from what you started with to who you are now, it's impressionable. Not that I'm saying you couldn't do it, but I honestly, when I found you again, I would have never thought you was doing that. And I was just like, wow, this is freaking amazing. That out of everybody, he kind of rose up to the plate, you know. But thank you so much. I'm sorry we got to end this.
No, it's all love. It's all love.
It's a pleasure and an honor.
Thanks, D.
And a wish come true. This is so cool. I love it. This is crazy. It's like a blast from the past. Let them know where they can find you.
You can definitely check me out. They kicked me off Facebook, but I will be back on.
You're much more active on Instagram anyway.
Yeah, I'm definitely on Instagram and Twitter. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Do It All, just like it sounds. That's DOITALL and DU. So it's Do It All Do. The last Do is DU. That's on Instagram and Twitter. I'm there, man, and reach out. And
he's pretty responsive.
Yeah.
Well, me, he was.
Yeah, I definitely respond.
Yeah, you're very responsive. Question of the day. What was your favorite trend of the 90s? Anything that you remember that you had to have or saved up to get or you want to wear on that first video shoot? Anything?
Favorite trend of the 90s?
Yeah.
There was a lot of trends I loved. I think my zigzag cornrows and my bandana was very memorable.
It's funny because as I'm looking at you, you kind of morphed into how you were younger, and I started visualizing the braids, and I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah, right. But you know, we were the first. One trend that I did like we were the first hip hop group to promote Pele jackets.
Really?
So we were the first ones to have an ad in the Source magazine, the hip hop group, and I had that plaque on the wall too.
Good.